Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to go down through some of the new mechanics that we're going to be seeing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, talk about them a little bit, break them down for you guys so you guys fully understand these mechanics and how they're going to work in the game itself, from the new stamina system that we're going to be seeing, as well as some of the new stealth and cover options that we're going to be seeing in the game, as well as the new injury mechanic that we're going to be seeing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and how it's such a game changer, and I'm really excited to see this feature come to the franchise. But before we actually jump into that, guys, I kind of wanted to pop this up on screen here because the amount of views that I've been getting lately and the new subscribers to the channel, I cannot thank you guys enough. But I did notice that more than 75% of you guys that have been watching my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So for those of you guys that have been enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys do not miss any content moving forward. But without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing we're actually going to be talking about is the new stamina system that's going to be in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and how it's going to be affected by the different environments and terrain that you're actually going to be in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So most of this information I'm actually pulling from a Ubisoft blog post. I will link that down in the description below if you guys kind of want to check it out and read through it for yourself. But it goes on to say that exhaustion and injury will be real threats in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so you're not going to be sprinting up and down every mountainside that you encounter. If you want the tactical advantage of higher ground, you're going to have to weigh the cost, because trudging uphill is going to exhaust your stamina and it's going to slow your movement, and you will not recover until you actually take the time to slow down, rest, or drink water. So that's one of the also new mechanics, is you're actually going to have to get food and water in Ghost Recon Breakpoint to actually replenish your energy, replenish and kind of heal up from injuries and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of some new mechanics that we really haven't seen in Ghost Recon before, as well as sprinting down a hill, especially a muddy one or one that's kind of covered with water from rain or something like that, can cause you to fall, resulting in possible injuries or detection by enemies. So based off of that, depending on what terrain you're actually kind of going across and stuff like that, there is chances that you're going to fall, and this is going to lead to possible injuries. So with that being said, let's move on to the new injury mechanic system that's going to be in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. An injury isn't simply a hit to your health. You can actually incur semi-permanent wounds that are going to severely impact the gameplay of your character if you don't treat them. And also with that, these wounds can only be healed outside of battle. So if you take a bullet in the leg or you fall down a slippery slope, that can impair things like movement and aim, and an injured ghost won't last long against the Wolves faction that we're going to be going up against in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And injuries also tie closely to another new survival mechanic in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and that is the ability to carry bodies. So when you're playing in co-op, an injured ally can leave the team vulnerable, and you will need to be carried out to a safe location, like behind cover or away from battle entirely, before you can be healed. So this is one of the things we actually saw showcased in the actual live stream itself. One of the characters actually went down, and the other teammate actually came over, threw down his smoke bomb, picked him up, carried him out of the danger, and then revived him, which is something pretty cool that it's going to definitely add a level of tacticalness, even if that's a word, that you're going to have to use when you're definitely playing in co-op and stuff like that. And actually the same mechanic also applies to fallen enemies, who you can now carry out of sight to avoid hostile detection and preserve your stealthy approach. For those of you Splinter Cell fans out there, this is going to be a welcoming to the Ghost Recon franchise. So if you're trying to be stealthy, you take down an enemy that's kind of out in the middle of the open, you pick him up, you carry him to kind of a secluded area, so you're going to kind of refrain from alerting the bunch of the other guards and stuff like that. But also you have to take into account that if your character is injured, you're not necessarily going to be able to pick up that body if your character is injured, just because of the way the new injury mechanic system works in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So now moving along to the stealth and cover options, one of the coolest new things we actually got to see from the reveal live stream was the new prone camouflage feature that we're going to have in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And to be honest, I kind of think this is a game changer for the franchise, just because it's something so cool and unique that we've never really seen before. At least I haven't seen before in other games. So depending on what environment you're actually in, you're able to go prone and kind of drag some of the things around you over your body, and then once you remain still, it almost makes you undetectable by the enemies. Obviously, if they step on you, they're going to know that you're there. But whether you're in a muddy environment, you're in the jungle, you're in a sandy environment, in the desert, you're in the snow, you're going to be able to do this prone camouflage feature, which I think is just such a cool mechanic to come to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And honestly, I was kind of surprised when I saw it. Now, also with that, some of the new cover options that we're going to be seeing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint are pretty cool. So depending on what cover you're actually taking cover behind, your stance and everything like that is going to be different. Especially like, for instance, in this picture here, this guy's taking cover against a tree. You're actually going to be able to lean and peek in this game. Obviously, with some of the other games, we were able to kind of lean around corners and stuff. But now, when you're not actually stuck to cover, you're actually going to be able to use a new peek feature, which is going to allow your character to kind of lean right and lean left, similar to how it is is obviously in Rainbow Six Siege, but obviously this isn't a first-person shooter, but it's definitely a new mechanic that's welcome to the Ghost Recon franchise. So overall, a lot of these new mechanics are definitely going to be a game changer for those of you guys that have never played sort of a survival shooter. I wouldn't necessarily call this a survival shooter. In the end, it's still a third-person tactical shooter, but with all of these new survival mechanics that are going to be in the game, it's just going to make for a more immersive, interesting experience, I guess I could say, because me personally, I love survival games. I've played a lot of other survival games and stuff like that. I love shooter games, and now we're taking both of these kind of things and kind of meshing them together in a Ghost Recon game. Honestly, I cannot wait to kind of get my hands on this game to kind of try it out for myself. But overall, that's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys are excited about some of these really cool new mechanics, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date with everything with Ghost Recon Breakpoint moving forward. I'm going to be covering any news and new information that comes out, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel for that. But overall, like I said, that's all for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.